This game brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expander Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, Target, Torbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, Yokohama.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and How you came up short. How you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked. The run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the US Youth Soccer National Championship Series. We are here at the Toyota Soccer Complex in Frisco, Texas. This morning in our first game of the day, we have an under-17 girls group stage matchup between Group B's Mandeville SC Lakers and Rebels Elite. Mandeville coming into this game off a 3-0 loss yesterday to BC United. Rebels Elite also suffering a defeat yesterday, losing by 3-2 against FCKC Academy. Rebels playing in the dark navy strip today. They'll be kicking from right to left in this first half, with Mandeville in the sky blue, playing from left to right. Referee calling a foul there. Sekimoto here getting the ball moving forward. Yaramillo looks inside. Dispossessed. And they'll work the ball back to the goalkeeper here, will Mandeville. Here is Sekimoto again. Good turn there in midfield. Finds her centre-back, Rust. And Rust will look to get them moving again. Yaramillo, here's Rust. Across to the captain, Smeenge. Smeenge now looking inside. Espinal with pressure on her, looking for an option. She uses Creighton. Creighton now for Yaramillo. Her ball is cut out by a sky blue shirt, but Rebels will have the ball back immediately. Good patient play here by Rebels early on as that one gets away from Yaramillo. The trend of yesterday's game seems to be a lot of rushed plays, a lot of forcing of the ball, and very few teams really just trying to put their foot on the ball and keep possession, whereas Rebels so far in this game look like they're going to try and do just that. Perfect conditions for soccer this morning. The field's watered just before the teams came out to warm up. The sun's still just creeping up over the clouds in the distance, so it's an absolutely beautiful morning. There are pros and cons to playing in this 7 a.m. game. The big con obviously being that it starts at 7 a.m., but the pro is this beautiful climate we've got. As the day creeps on, we'll get warmer and warmer as that sun gets higher in the sky. Rebels patient again here. Here's Smeenge. Looking to drive out from the back is Rust. Rust trying to freddle that one through for Jaramillo, but not able to do so. Throw in here, looking to find Guillory. It's not going to reach that far. Bertram. Yaramillo with the throw, just looking for an option here. Finds Healy. Healy slipping on the ball, but she'll manage to get it back to her fullback. Here is Healy now, breaking into the box. Good delivery. Unfortunately, no one coming in at that back post. Good positive run forward there by Healy, breaking the defensive line. White looking to spray that ball out to the right-hand side, but it's only going to get as far as Madison Rust. Yaramillo. Here's Rust again. Creighton uses Rust again. Both Rebels centre-backs comfortable on the ball. Happy to receive it back to them if their team needs to take some pressure off. That ball was looking for the run of Sekimoto, but it's not got that far. Here's Healy again. Wide for Yaramillo. Yaramillo strike. Just going to dribble over the line near the near post. Didn't catch it the way she wanted to. Out for a Mandeville goal kick. Good win in the air there by Creighton. It's going to come straight back at Rebels though. Looking like a foul in the back there. The referee agrees. Hannah Arib it was taking the tumble over there on the far side. Here's Yaramillo. Out wide for Summit. Taylor Summit. Checking inside. Good turn there by Creighton. She'll use her goalkeeper, Brooklyn Hawkins. Ball over the top by Rust. It's not a bad one. It's going to be kept in by Healy. Healy one-on-one now in the corner. Chance to get a delivery in. Here is Healy getting the ball into the box. It's a good delivery. Flicked off the head of Gabrielle Decker. She had a attacker in behind her. There's another good opportunity here for Rebels. Into the box looking for the cutback. And the strike in the end coming in from Summit. She's just unable to direct that one goalwards. Good chance there by Rebels. Two good chances in quick succession. In the end, Mandeville get away with it. Goal kick coming in again. Flicked on by the head of Mull. It's going to find its way out of play. Be Arib to get it back underway. Yaramillo. Sekimoto will win her side a throw and she'll take the throw. Here's Yaramillo again. The left back's in a lot of the ball in the early parts of this game. Her and Rust, who's on the ball now. So here come Mandeville looking for the ball forward, trying to find the run of Mariella White, but it's run right the way through to Hawkins in goal. Creighton. Good turn by Creighton, getting her head up. Wide now for Yaramello. No option ahead of her, and she's dispossessed here. Cazalot striding forward, finding White. White's turn, but unable to find a teammate, and fortunately enough, Smeange able to get that one out to the left-hand side. Summit. Summit back for the busy Rust. We're seeing Gianna Creighton drop in there between her centre backs to receive the ball. The only trouble being there's not a whole lot of movement ahead of her. That's almost a good ball through, but it's swept up well at the back there by Mandeville. Rust looking wide. It's a good touch, brought down well by Summit. She'll try and get on the end of that 1-2, but a bit too much weight on that pass. Guillory. That ball through, looking for the run of Cazalot. Rust will nip that one out. Creighton. Here she is again. Rebels looking to make the field as big as they can in possession here. Fullbacks and wingers on touchline, giving those central players a lot of space, like Taylor Summit here. Throw's going to go the way of Mandeville here, though. Grigsby with what looks like it's going to be a long throw. Mandeville throwing some bodies up towards the 18-yard box here. Grigsby with the throws. Cut out by the first Navy shirt. Singleton. Looking to lift that over the top of the right fullback, but she'll win it well. Espinal. Espinal out to Arib. Arib checking inside her winger here. Has an option ahead of her. Finds Espinal. Sekimoto now. Rebels forward players pretty fluid in their positioning here. We've seen Sekimoto pop up all over the place, along with Taylor Summit and Erin Healy. Temperature here already starting to creep up as the sun eases its way higher off the horizon. Good link-up play there by White. The Rebels do well to win it back. Here's Rust on the ball. Rust with time and space to get her head up. We'll find a fullback, Jaramillo. Those two linking up yet again. Here comes White for back to goal. Tries to spin Kiera Smeange there, but referee says no foul play on. Creighton, time and space again here for Creighton. Good piece of skill. Ball here, looking for Espinal. Espinal almost getting a toe on that one and getting into the box, but dealt with by the last defender. Uribe looking forward. Mandeville pretty content to sit pretty deep in their own half here. Other than Mariella White, we haven't seen many blue shirts looking to press higher up than in line with the center circle in their own half. Allowing Rebels to have the ball at the back and allowing them to dictate the tempo of this game. Yaramillo. Wide for Summit. Summit can't get there. She might be able to now, though. Here is Summit. Breaking into the box on the left-hand side. Pulls that one back for Healy. Now a chance for Mandeville to break. Ball up towards White. She needs support, and she's not going to get it. She's done well to win it back for her team, though. Here's White. Espinal. Healy. Now Summit looking to Fred. Healy back in again. Healy trying to take that one around Olivia Singleton, but Singleton does very well. Couple of step overs there by Espinal. She'll bring Smeenge back into the play. That one will go out of play. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Rust picking the ball up here. Have to say, much of this game so far has felt like a training session game of attackers versus defenders. Rebels playing the attacking role and Mandeville just hanging on and trying to break when they can. Here is another opportunity for one of those breaks, but yet again it's going to come straight back at them. Espinal. Espinal with an opportunity to get a shot away here. She chooses to lay it off. Summit it was trying to get it back into Espinal's path, but it's poked back to the goalkeeper by Mandeville. Singleton's pass is cut out, and Espinal with another opportunity to get this ball wide now to Gaines Ramos on the right hand side. A couple of step overs from her. Good change of pace to the byline. The cross coming in into the hands of the goalkeeper, though. Seen a couple of promising moments by Emma Gaines Ramos out on that right side. She's gone past her fullback 2 or 3 times now. Just needs to be a little more decisive with that final ball, and Rebels may be in the lead. Chance here now, though, for Mandeville to take the pressure off them for a couple of seconds, get themselves forward and maybe retain possession. The trouble is, though, they've set up as though they're just going to put this ball into the box. So much room out in the wide fullback areas, but they're choosing to pump this one forward. Here it goes into the 18-yard box, and it's over everyone. It's going to be out for a goal kick for Rebels. Would love to see Mandeville just put their foot on the ball and keep it for a few minutes. They've been under the pump for most of this game so far. Now Rebels with the opportunity to come forward again. Yaramillo's dispossessed by Mull. Rust is going to pick it up, though. Here's the holder midfielder, Creighton. Been impressed by the movement of Creighton so far. Whenever Madison Rust or Kiara Smeenge have stepped forward from their central defensive positions, you've seen Gianna Creighton sit alongside the other, and when they're in comfortable possession, sometimes she will sit herself between the two, allowing those fullbacks to just creep further forward. Speaking of fullbacks, here is Alejandra Yaramillo. She's unable to keep that one in, and now Mandeville with a throw-in about halfway inside the Rebels' half. Shepherd. She'll have it back. Shepherd onto her right foot. Sekimoto with the good ball wide now to Gaines Ramos. Gaines Ramos driving forward, has a couple of runners trailing in her wake, but one of her touches gets away from her, and now Mandeville advancing again. Arib stepping inside. Rust. Across to a central defensive partner, Smeenge. Espinal. It's Healy. Laying it off for Creighton. Creighton again picking the ball up. Higher up the field this time. See Sekimoto sitting in that holding midfield position as Creighton's now higher up the field. Arib. Good footwork out wide there. Here's Summit. Summit looking to pull this one back into her teammate's path, and it's a good challenge by the Mandeville defender. We're going to have a corner kick now for Rebels. Corner played short here for Arib. Delivery coming in towards the near post, headed away by Singleton. Espinal judged to have committed a foul there. It's going to be opportunity again for Mandeville to take some pressure off and get themselves out from the back. Sekimoto trying to spray that one wide. It's taking a deflection. The ball over the top, looking for the run of White. Smeenge does a good sweep-up job. Now she's driving forward herself. Ball over the top. Gains Ramos. Trying to get on the end of that. Grigsby. Good piece of defensive work initially, and then she's fouled by Gaines Ramos, and excellent work there by Jordan Grigsby. Looking at the comparison between the two teams, Mandeville playing very narrow when they have the ball. We see them here in possession with their whole team on one side of the field. Difference we see with Rebels when they win the ball here is looking to get themselves wide. Here's a good through ball looking for the run of Summit. Again swept up by a blue shirt. Rust. Rust driving forward. No challenge, but it's going to drop nicely for Healy here. Healy with the attempt. It's tame in the end into the hands of the goalkeeper. Long ball forward. Brought down well by Creighton. Good piece of footwork there. She'll look to keep it with Arib. Now Sminge. Rust. Sekimoto. Now time and space out on the left-hand side for Yaramillo. She has a runner outside her in Summit. Looked as though it took a deflection. It did. It's going to be a Rebels throw. Going to see a change for Mandeville. Savannah Dixon's going to enter the game here. Dixon taking the place of Malia Kazalot. Gaines Ramos. 1v1 on the edge of the box. Taking the shot. Not a bad effort. She got under it in the end and will sail over the crossbar for a goal kick. Here comes the goal kick up towards the halfway line. Creighton challenging. White does well to bring that one down, but can't get on for a second touch. Here's Arib. Good spin there by Creighton in the middle. Pulling this one outside for Summit. Summit now driving into the pocket of space inside. Sekimoto with the chance. Can't get the ball out of her feet for a shot, but it's going to drop nicely. For Gaines Ramos, but in the end poked away by a Mandeville player. Arib checking inside again. This time she's dispossessed. Does well to recover and put the ball out for a throw-in. Here's Rust. Wide now for Yaramillo. Her touch will get away from her, but under no pressure, she'll recover easily. Espinal. Looking to try and freddle that one free for Sekimoto, but it's cut out well by Grigsby. White's using her body there to try and keep the ball for her team, but it's found its way across to Sminge. Again with space to drive forward. Mandeville really need to start clamping on to some of these Rebels players. They're allowing them a lot of time in the middle third to pick the ball up and drive through lines. Fortunately for Mandeville, though, Jordan Grigsby and Olivia Singleton have been pretty solid at centre-back. Ball here through the run of Gaines Ramos. Going to see a couple of changes for each team here. Aubrey Olin is going to enter the game for Mandeville along with Olivia Lacava. And we'll see the Rebels changes in the next stoppage. Here's a corner then for the team from California. Coming in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The header won by a Rebels player. Deflected off a Mandeville shirt, and it'll be out for another corner.
Hannah, where are we going, Hannah?
Short corner here. Laid back here is Arib. Under pressure, she'll find a teammate well. Arib again, looking to deliver this one in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Challenging in the air. The header won, but just over the crossbar. It's going to find its way behind for a Mandeville goal kick. Jordan Norman stepping onto the field here for Rebels. Also going to see Riley Curran enter the game, along with Yarara McNeil. So fresh legs all around for Rebels and Mandeville. Here is the substitute, McNeil. McNeil looking to bring in fellow sub Norman, but the pass is behind her and Mandeville with a chance to get out. Shepherd. Upfield towards Olin. Olin dispossessed. Here's Espinal. Smeenge now. Driving forward. Driving through the lines, but again swept up by Singleton at centre back. Rebels now will look to cycle this one along the back line. Rust picking the ball up. Steps past Olin. Norman. Gaines Ramos will check inside and get a head up and look for a pass. She has Smeenge. Healy's touch gets away from her and it's cleared by Grigsby. Strong challenge there by both players, but Mandeville will come away with the ball. Here's Creighton now stepping onto that loose ball. Creighton trying to threadle that one through for Gaines Ramos. Singleton will step out with the ball. Creighton. Creighton using her wide player. Gaines Ramos. Rebels go wide again. Here is Gaines Ramos. Driving past one player, looking to get the cross in. Grigsby. Her and Singleton have been this whole game, there to meet it again. Sekimoto. Wide now for Norman. Norman trying to get the better of Olin, but Olin does well. Rust. Rebels with all of the ball here in the first 35 minutes of this game. Been very good in possession, but they'll be looking to capitalise on that before the half-time break. Here they come now on the right-hand side. It's a good run. It's a chance to get a shot away now. Shot coming in. It's a fantastic goal in the end. Jinking down the right-hand side, cutting inside the defender. No challenge really seemed to come in. Erin Healy it was. Checking in onto her left foot and placing it past the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. So 1-0 Rebels. Just as I was speaking about them capitalizing on this early possession, they go ahead and do so. Sekimoto will take a break here. She's replaced by Krista Ibela. Good footwork there by Curran. Curran bringing Espinola into the game. Espinal, excuse me. Rust. Espinal again. Espinal's forward. It's a great turn by Healy. Gets the ball out of her feet and finds Rust. Good footwork out on this right-hand side by Gaines Ramos. Ball now coming into the box. Goalkeeper will come out, and it's an easy claim. A long ball forward. It's going to be cut out by a navy blue shirt. Creighton has Espinal ahead of her. Can't quite find her. Madison Rust stepping forward into a central midfield position since Krista Erbel has come on. We did say that both of the Rebels' central defenders were comfortable on the ball, and we see that now as Rust easily transitions into the middle of midfield from centre back. McNeil flicks that one on. Creighton will pick it up. All the way back to Hawkins. Hawkins composed under pressure from a sky blue shirt. Here's Rust. Out to Curran. Rust again. Good work there by Espinal. She wins the ball back for her team. Driving forward now is Gaines Ramos. Gaines Ramos into the box and a fantastic finish with her right foot into the bottom left corner. Emma Gaines Ramos. Excellent work initially by Angela Espinal to win the ball back. Gaines Ramos picking it up, driving past 2 or 3 players and then slotting it past the goalkeeper with her right foot. Scoreline now representing the way this first half has gone. Rebels with much of the possession and now with a 2-goal lead. Guillory gets us back underway. That ball straight into the path of Curran, who reads it well. Espinal. Gaines Ramos, the goal scorer. Espinal looking to bring Healy into the game. Referee spots a foul there by the Rebels captain. Going to see Brooke Flores enter the game here for Rebels Elite. Flores on in place of the goal scorer, Emma Gaines Ramos. Long ball forward here from Singleton, looking to get it into the air. There's a chance here. The ball's dropping down. And Mandeville have pulled a goal back. Aubrey Olin, out of nothing. A long ball from inside their own half by Olivia Singleton. Takes a knock down. Aubrey Olin comfortably onside. Just rolls that one past Brooklyn Hawkins in goal. And having not really had much of the ball for the entirety of this half, Mandeville have popped up and pulled a goal back. How important will that goal be as we go into the rest of the game? Just one lapse of concentration by Rebels Elite at the back and their clean sheet is gone. Ebel wide for Norman. Norman with space to drive into, has a runner outside of her in McNeil. McNeil's going to try and get there ahead of the goalkeeper, but she cannot. Creighton back to Ebel. McNeil will keep that in play for Norman. Here's the substitute, Flores. Rust, now playing as a central midfielder. McNeil's touch is going to get away from her. And the goal scorer, Olin, stepping onto it. Creighton for Rust. Rust trying to spin that in behind for Flores. Flores up against Grigsby, and Grigsby manages to keep that one out. No, she does not. She's touched the ball. It's going to be a corner kick for Rebels Elite. Good work there by Brooke Flores not to give that one up and force Jordan Grigsby into having to make a touch on the ball.
Punky, sit at the top. Sit at the top, Punk. Punk, you can drop even more, Punky. Punk, you can drop even more.
Corner kick then coming in. It's a good delivery to the edge of the 6-yard box. Players rising. It's away by a sky blue shirt. This one's going to be cut out by Rust. Shepherd with the throw. Looking forward, trying to find Guillory. Guillory's going to be dispossessed now. Here's Flores again. Good use of the body there by Grigsby. Chance now for Healy. Healy 1v1 against Singleton. Singleton dispossesses the ball, still bouncing around on the edge of the 18. Espinal has Rust. Rust lining up a shot with her left foot. Takes a big deflection, goes behind for a Rebels throw. Espinal with a couple of step overs, finding Russ now on the edge of the area. Russ with the right foot this time. Not getting the bend on that one she wanted. It will drop wide for a goal kick. Fourth official stepping across to let the coaches know there'll be 1 minute of additional time here at the end of the first half. Be Singleton to sweep that one up again. Singleton and Grigsby desperately needing some help in front of them by their midfield. Runners just driving at them constantly throughout this game. The challenge here comes in from behind. It's going to be a free kick. The challenge by Grigsby on Flores. Good position here for a free kick for Rebels Elite. Chance to get a shot on target here and really work the goalkeeper. Looks as though it's going to be Madison Rust to take it. Mandeville set up 5 in the wall.
Go on that side of the wall. Go where the ref's at. Go where the ref's at.
Rebels putting a player on the wall to try and disrupt things in there. Here is Rust with the strike from the edge of the area. It's a good effort. On target. A great save by the goalkeeper. You feel as though if that shot by Rust was a couple of yards either side of the keeper, we'd probably be talking about a 3-1 scoreline. Here comes the corner kick. In towards the penalty spot, headed away well by Singleton. She does well to get up, and we'll have the half-time whistle from the referee. So, here at half-time on Field 6 at the Toyota Soccer Complex, it is Rebels Elite leading Mandeville SC Lakers by 2-1 in the under-17s girls group stage game of the US Youth Soccer National Championships. We'll be back with you for the second half just after this. Game brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expander Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, Target, Torbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, Yokohama.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft. The first Monopoly board game went on sale. Social Security began. And Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the Maguire Cup.
Winning the Maguire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied Maguire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work.
It'll be Mandeville to get us back underway for the second half here on Field 6. Rebels Elite leading them by a score of 2-1 here in this under-17 girls Group B matchup. This is the US Youth Soccer National Championships here in Frisco, Texas. Erin Healy it was opening the scoring for Rebels Elite before Emma Gaines Ramos popped up and scored a second for the team from California. Their Louisiana counterparts, Mandeville, did pull one back completely against the run of play as Aubrey Olin popped up after a knockdown from a long free kick. Story of the first half went in favor of Rebels. They had most of the possession, most of the ball, really just putting pressure on Mandeville. For the most part, Olivia Singleton and Jordan Grigsby at centre-back for Mandeville, keeping out the Rebel wave, but we'll see if things change here in the second half. Both teams have had a chance to recoup, get some water into them and get some words from their managers. Here's Arib on the ball, inside for Healy. Healy coming inside onto her left foot. She's going to try and thread that one through for Espinal, excuse me. Taylor Summit it was with the shot in the end, but comfortably into the arms of the goalkeeper. Rebels Elite in the full navy strip. They're kicking from left to right here in the second half. Mandeville SC Lakers in sky blue playing from right to left. Here comes Emma Gaines Ramos, scorer of the second goal. Checking inside, trying to find Summit. She's going to force her wide. Summit forced back by Norman. Yaramillo. Summit again looking inside, no one there. It's going to drop for Savannah Dixon now. Dixon looking to get the ball forward early. Has a runner, but it's going to roll right through to Brooklyn Hawkins in goal. Gaines Ramos turning, driving at the back line. Good little layoff by her. The through ball here looking for the run of Healy. Healy's going to get there. Healy with the left foot. An easy finish in the end. Makes it 3-1. Goalkeeper Elizabeth Kalmbach was coming out for the right-footed shot, but Erin Healy jigged it back onto her left foot and placed it home for her second goal of the game. Perfect start to the second half for Rebels Elite. Turning that 1-goal lead into a 2-goal lead, and Mandeville now have it all to do. Espinal now has the runner in Sekimoto. Sekimoto won't get on it, but it's going to drop for Healy. Forced right out to the touchline. Healy with her head up, looking to go 1v1. Does well to get past the defender, swinging this one in. Nobody at the back post in the navy blue shirt. Ball bouncing, it's a strong challenge from the two of them. Grigsby winning the duel and putting it out for a throw-in. Creighton looking forward, has Summit. Here's Creighton again, getting her head up, looking to keep the ball. Gaines Ramos swivels onto her right foot and straight at Kalmbach. Kalmbach trying to get this one forward as quick as she can towards Bertram. Bertram's going to lose out in the air. Rust winning it for her side. Here's Healy. Looking dangerous in the second half already. She's brought down by White. Mariella Wright playing as a striker for much of the first half. She finds herself at left back now. That was a striker's challenge for sure. Bertram the one now leading the line for Mandeville. As Creighton stands over this deep free kick. Rebels Elite looking to play short, and now Gaines Ramos is driving into the box. Has Arib outside her. Arib now with time to get a delivery in. Has she managed to keep that one in? She hasn't. It's going to be a goal kick for Mandeville. I've been very impressed by Rebels Elite in this game and their willingness to be patient and to play possession football, keeping the ball, short passes, moving Mandeville about. Much of this tournament we've just seen teams go route one, looking to play direct, long balls forward and hoping to play off the knockdowns, but Rebels doing the opposite of that as Smeens now driving out from the back, breaking the lines again for her side. She's almost all the way into the box, but excellent use of the body by Singleton. Rebels Elite really proving in this game that possession, patient football can win you matches. Hopefully I haven't spoken too soon there for them. They lead this game by 3-1. So, patient possession football can get you in the lead in a match. We'll hold our breath for the rest of this game before making any final remarks. Here's Rust. Good play by Rust to take that pass to Mandeville attackers. Looking to get that one forward for Summit, but intercepted by Norman. Norman adjudged to a foul, Summit, and it's going to be a free kick for Rebels. Espinal, good piece of trickery by her across the Gaines Ramos. She's going to hit it first time. It's a great strike off the post. It came back at Elizabeth Kalmbach. She didn't know much about it, but fortunately for her, it hits her and goes behind for a corner kick and not into the back of her own net for a goal. Excellent strike there by Gaines Ramos. Mandeville saved by the post. And a bit of luck. Now the corner kick for Rebels Elite. A couple of players looking for the short corner, but it's going to be delivered in by Espinal. Punched away well by the goalkeeper. Here's Bertram now. Bertram looking to get the better of Smeens. Smeens does well. It's a good challenge. Referee decides it's going to be a foul, though. He's going to say no advantage and he'll pull it back. Looks like a good challenge to me, but it was slightly from behind, so maybe that's what the referee had seen. Singleton then over this free kick in a wide area, just inside the Rebels' half. Singleton then with the long ball. It was her free kick that the Mandeville goal came off of. Nothing will come of this though. Here's Espinal. Time to turn. Finds Gaines Ramos. Gaines Ramos under heavy pressure from White, but she skips past her. Gaines Ramos now with Singleton 1v1. Trying to thread that through for Healy. It's going to drop well to the feet of Sekimoto, but up high above Kalmbach's head, she claims it well. Bowder keeping it in play, but not able to keep the ball. Creighton. Espinal with a lovely step over and pass on the swivel. Gaines Ramos will win it back. Now White just looking forward again. Mandeville just seem to be panicking every time they get the ball. Trying to get it forward straight away. If anything, it's not helping them at all because it's coming straight back at them every time. Referees decided that's One foul too many by White, and he's going to give out the first yellow card of the game. Nothing too serious in that foul, but accumulation of multiple fouls by White, and she goes into the book. Creighton will play it short here with Iraib. Referee decided that he wanted them to wait for his whistle. Turn here by Healy, dispossessed by Dixon. Dixon trying to work it there with LaCava. Hawkins there, comfortable in possession again with a striker bearing down on her with a calm pass just past her. That's given away by Schminge. Schminge now again. Given away twice in a row there. Bowder looking to clip it over the top. LaCava can't bring that one under control, and ball's going to find its way over into the hands of Hawkins. Hawkins high into the air towards Healy. She didn't know much about it, but it's dropped into Espinal's path. Excellent feat there by Espinal, skipping past two defenders and finding Healy, but Healy's dispossessed by Singleton. Gains Ramos. Healy on a hat-trick. Espinal. Espinal trying the early shot there. She'll manage to win it back inside the area. Does love a step over. Does Angelina Espinal. Bertram now. Excellent tracking there by Madison Rust. Sliding in to get that ball away for a throw. We know from the first half that Jordan Grigsby has a long throw in her locker. She's striding up from centre back here to take this one. Lots of bodies forward in the box for Mandeville.
Hey, read the flick.
Going to treat this one like a corner.
Henna, go tighter to that one.
Singleton at the near post, looking to try and get a flick on here.
Sit right in front. Kira, tighter!
Here comes Grigsby. Long throw flicked on by Singleton. The knockdown full into a sky blue shirt. Chance for a shot here, but 3 or 4 Navy bodies piling themselves in front of the ball there. Good defending by Rebels. They're going to give away the free kick though, and another opportunity for Mandeville to put this ball into the 18-yard box and get bodies forward. Trailing by 2 goals. They'll be hoping to pull one back here.
Hey, sort it out! Sort it out!
Singleton over the free kick. Up high towards the near post. Safe hands there from Brooklyn Hawkins. Does well to hold and take the pressure off her team for a few seconds here. Sminge. Here's Healy. Healy with a fantastic through ball, but the assistant referee on this near side has his flag raised. It will be an offside. Great idea there by Healy, but the run just a little too early. Singleton again looking long. Bertram challenging. She wins the flick. She'll have it again. White winning that header. LaCava can't find anyone with the through ball. Hawkins with time with the ball at her feet. Rust. Under pressure, skips past the attacker and now finds her fullback, Uraib. Uraib now. Turns, keeps it wide with Healy. Healy looking for the 1-2. Gets it, she's now driving into the box. Good chance here for Healy. Pulling it back. Espinal can't connect with it cleanly and it drops again for the strike for Sekimoto, but she's also unable to get a clean contact on the ball. The ball's going to find its way behind off of the boot of Grigsby. It's going to be another Rebels corner. Uraib sitting deep here on this right-hand side. We've seen her pick it up short from a couple of corners in the first half. Mandeville slow to pick her up. Bertram does wander over there now. Ball coming in, headed clear. Frubu looking for the run of Bertram. Rust is going to cut that one out. Sekimoto back to Sminge. Uraib now looking for the run of Healy down the right. She's in behind here. Healy into the area looking for the cross. It's in. It's a great save with the feet by Kalmbach. Gaines Ramos it was with her left foot, looking to add to her goal in the first half. Laid off by Bertram. Guillory it was, striding forward on the right for Mandeville, but Rebels will come forward again here. Espinal. Gaines Ramos. Gaines Ramos. Up against Singleton. Takes the shot. It's a good effort. Low but wide of the left-hand post. Kalmbach wasn't sure. She was diving at full stretch. Suzanne Jane Mull entering the game now in place of Aubrey Olin, the scorer of Mandeville's solitary goal. Kalmbach's goal kick forward. It's headed back towards them. Gaines Ramos now trying to get in behind. Has Grigsby for company. Gaines Ramos does well. She's got the better of Grigsby. Gaines Ramos trying to find that far post, but can't do so. It's going to find its way behind for a goal kick. Good effort there by the Rebels attacker. She did really well to get the better of Jordan Grigsby, but couldn't quite creep that ball in at Kalmbach's far post. Arrive facing her own goal. Pokes that one back to her keeper, Hawkins. Very impressed with Hawkins' composure on the ball in goal for Rebels today. Here's Creighton. Back for her centre-back, Rust. Summit just managing to keep the ball there. She'll put it back to Rust. Here comes Sekimoto. Creighton now stepping forward, has a runner in Healy ahead of her, looks to Fred Healy, and Healy with the shot, and there's the hat-trick. Erin Healy. It was a great ball through by Creighton. She weighted it perfectly, and Healy with the first time finish with her left foot past the on-rushing Kalmbach. And Rebels Elite take a 4-1 lead here. Hat-trick by Erin Healy, and she's had a great game for Rebels Elite. Halfway through this second half, and Mandeville have a long way to go if they want to claw their way back into this game. Mariella White, recipient of that earlier yellow card, is going to make way for number 12, Gabrielle Decker. This means we'll see that one out and get play underway immediately. Here is Smange again. Creighton dropping in between those two centre-backs. Uribe turns the defender inside out and finds Healy. Healy has a runner ahead of her in Gaines Ramos. Gaines Ramos getting a head up, trying to poke that one through into the path of Summit, but it's behind her. Kalmbach will stroll up and pick this one up. Dixon forward towards Bertram. Bertram now in a wide area. Ball's going to find its way back to Singleton. Singleton just pumps it forward first time, and now Rebels are going to come straight back at them. Creighton driving forward with pace again. Gaines Ramos outside her. Here is Gaines Ramos striding into the 18-yard box. Thinks about the shot, takes another touch, and safely into the arms of Kalmbach. Maybe one touch too many there by Emma Gaines Ramos. Needed to either take the early shot or lay it across the area. Sekimoto, time to get her head up, takes the shot. It's into the body of Grigsby. She'll have another opportunity here, though. Sekimoto. Nobody putting a challenge in for Mandeville. Gaines Ramos. Runner outside her is Uribe. Here comes the delivery. It's too much on it. Over the crossbar will be a goal kick. Mandeville in need of more of a sense of urgency and desire to win this ball back. Sitting off and allowing Rebels Elite to have it 25 yards out from their goal. We'll see Casalot and Robinson enter the game for Mandeville. Curran and Norman also stepping in to play at fullback for Rebels Elite. Elizabeth Kalmbach then with the goal kick. Espinal. It's been quiet in the last few moments. Sminge. Ball over the top. It's going to have too much on it for the run of Healy. Inside the last 20 minutes. Here comes the goal kick. Espinal winning the header. Gains Ramos trying to step onto this one. It's a good touch out of her feet, and the strike on target, and Kalmbach with one hand palms it over the bar. Corner kick here for Rebels Elite, and no need for them to rush this one, but they'll be hungry for more goals here. Espinal over the corner, delivering it towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Grigsby. Coming in the second attempt. It's cleared again by Mandeville. Sekimoto trying to poke that one forward. It's only going to find a sky blue shirt. Cazalot. Many of the Mandeville forward passes today have been far too straight. Easy for the Rebels Elite backline to cut out. That'll be a goal kick there after the run forward by Kiera Sminge. Goal kick from Kalmbach up towards the halfway line. It's going to take a bounce, and Sekimoto will win the header, but the referee said he was in the back of the opposition player, and she'll give away the foul. Espinal trying to flick that around the corner for Gaines Ramos. Mandeville now will hoof this one upfield again. Creighton. Wide for Norman. Norman with Espinal outside her. Gaines Ramos setting that one back for Norman. Norman keeps it in. Rust. Little fake and gets it across. Making its way out to the right-hand side now with Curran. Curran forward for Healy. Good step there by Decker to prevent the 1-2. Curran for Sminge. Creighton. Cross for Espinal. Espinal stepping onto the 1-2. Here's Healy again. Healy poking it past the defender, but loses her balance and can't get on the end of it. Already with a hat-trick to her name is Erin Healy. Kalmbach's ball forward. One in the air by Rust. Rust laying this one wide for Curran. Here's Curran again. Looking down the line, has the run in Sekimoto. She'll win her side the throw. No, she won't. Excuse me. We'll see a change here for Rebels Elite. Ashley Herndon's going to step onto the field. Herndon coming on in place of Taylor Summit as Creighton looks back for Rust. Here's Gaines Ramos now in the box, laying this one wide. The cutback will find Healy. Healy with her left foot fires that one high over the crossbar. Behind for a goal kick. Already scored a hat-trick. You can't knock her for trying that one on the volley with her left foot. Maybe if the scores were level, might not be too happy with her having a crack at that one. Here's Kalmbach with the goal kick up towards halfway. One in the air by Espinal. Espinal again has the run of Herndon outside her. Looks for Gaines Ramos. Healy this time stepping a little too narrow. The ball outside her, rolling through to the keeper. Creighton with the header. Healy out wide with two for company. Sets it back for Curran. Curran. Back for Smeenge. Creighton trying to turn, but it's nipped off her toes by Casalot. Casalot now 1v1 in the wide area. Well recovered by Kiera Smeenge. She'll put it behind for a corner kick. Erin Healy, the hat-trick scorer, is going to make way here. Natalie Cuevas is going to come on in her place. We're also going to see the introduction of number 18, Krista Abel. Confusion here as the Rebels coach lets us know that Erin Healy wasn't the player he wanted to come off. It'll be Sekimoto off instead. Healy will move to the number 9 position. Excuse me, that was Emma Gaines Ramos coming off, not Sekimoto. Hawkins then getting the ball back underway. Norman. Inside onto her right foot. Jinking back and she'll keep possession for her side. Here's Healy. Good spin, driving at the Mandeville backline. Trying to find Curran, but she's dispossessed. Ball over the top, one well in the air by Kiera Smeenge. Sekimoto, wide for the substitute Cuevas. Cuevas again. Has Riley Curran outside her, now playing in a more advanced position on this right-hand side. Here she is. Curran's ball to Sekimoto, and back again it goes. Here's Healy laying it off for Espinal. Sekimoto's touch is going to get away from her. Hint of a handball there, but the referee didn't spot it. As that one's put out of play by Decker. Into the last 10 minutes of this half we go. Last 10 minutes of the game. That ball behind for a goal kick, and Rebels Elite in a comfortable 4-1 lead over Mandeville Lakers. Thanks to goals by Emma Gaines-Ramos and a hat-trick from Erin Healy. Espinal winning that header again, as she has for much of this game. Stepping inside now, chance for a shot here. Swept up well by Decker, but Rebels will keep the ball. Cuevas. Forward for Herndon. Cuevas will have it back. Decker nipping in again. She's read the game well since she's come on at left back. Has Gabrielle Decker. It's been tough for every left back who's had to come up against Erin Healy so far in this game, but Healy now playing through the middle. Here's Curran. Grigsby heading that one away. Cuevas. Good chink inside by Cuevas. Flicks it through for the run of Herndon. Herndon now swinging it into the far post. The header coming in off the post by Healy. Unfortunately again for Elizabeth Kalmbach, it's straight into her hands. That's both posts Rebels have hit now. Both times the ball coming back to Kalmbach. As the referee spots the foul there. Espinal. Sekimoto. Healy making the run ahead of her. She'll try and use Healy now, but it's not going to make it through. She'll have the ball back. Healy with the flick. Herndon up against Grigsby. Herndon sees nothing inside, checks back. Looking for a runner here. She's going to get the shot away. It's deflected. And now Bertram with a chance to get her team forward. Mandeville trying to get themselves out from the back. Bertram. Ball forward for the run of LaCava. LaCava poking that one ahead, but Madison Bowder not on the same page as her, and she's not able to get on the end of that one. It's going to drop here for Bowder, though, who was offside as the assistant referee on the far side raises his flag. Hawkins then with the ball at her feet. Not in the right spot as far as the referee is concerned. It will be pulled back. Sekimoto trying to lay that one wide. Bertram now finding herself far deeper than she has been for the majority of this second half. Sekimoto. Healy with the touch forward. She'll do well to use her body here and get ahead. Fortunate little touch there. Now she's found Herndon. Back to Healy. Healy with the shot. Had the run of Curran outside her. May have been the better option. Hungry for goals is Erin Healy, and she's already eaten up 3 chances in this game. Hawkins. Wide now, good touch by Norman. Norman stepping inside with plenty of space to drive into. Here is Norman again. Healy's ball looking for Curran. It's going to be outside her, but she'll keep this one in. 1v1. The corner of this 18-yard box. Knocks it one way, goes the other. Curran with the delivery to the far post. And the touch is there from Herndon. 5-1. Rebels Elite. Fantastic play on the right-hand side by Riley Curran. Off of the bench, came on at right back, moved further forward as Healy moved inside and out there. Knocks it one way, goes the other, gets her body in the way, and a great delivery to the far post. Allows Ashley Herndon to come sliding in to bag her first goal of the game. Inside the last few minutes of this game, Rebels Elite making that lead even more comfortable. They'll be disappointed to have conceded that goal in the first half from the long free kick, but they'll be very happy with the way the team's played in possession and going forward. Sekimoto running at Singleton. Sekimoto with a left-footed strike into the arms of Kalmbach. Brooklyn Hawkins has done most of her work today with the ball at her feet, just from passes back to her, but Mandeville scoring with what was probably their only clear-cut chance of this game. Here come Mandeville again, looking to grab a second. Good challenge there by Smeenge. She's been solid today. Good turn there by Healy. Healy forward for the run of Espinal. Espinal with another step over. I would love to get a count on the number of step overs Healy's pulled off today. Excuse me, Espinal's pulled off today, as this touch is brought down by Herndon, looking for her second of the game. I'd say the Espinal step over count was well over 100. Here she is again. There's another. She looks for the run of Herndon wide. Good movement by Herndon, but just a little too early with the run. Assistant referee has his flag raised. He pulled back for the offside. Kalmbach with the free kick forward. Headed back by Creighton. Jenna Creighton's had an excellent game in the holding midfield position. Linking play really well, dropping in between the centre-backs when she's been needed. Has won just about everything that's come away in the air as well. Referee here having a word with the Mandeville player. Not happy with that challenge. Rebels with the free kick. Cycling it across the back line. Out to the right-hand side now with Cuevas. Cuevas wide. Here's Curran. Cuevas advancing ahead of her. Curran opts to come inside this time. Swinging it out to the far post. Fantastic ball. And it's put in at the second attempt. Healy bagging her fourth goal of the game. Makes the game 6-1. Cracking ball into the far post by Curran. The first header by Healy finding the knee of Elizabeth Kalmbach in goal, but bouncing straight back up to her, and she makes no mistake with the second attempt. Rebels Elite 6, Mandeville 1. Erin Healy responsible for 4 of those 6 goals. Putting her name in the ring for the golden boot of this tournament as the final whistle is blown by the referee, and a fantastic performance by Rebels Elite. sees them take this game by a scoreline of 6-1 over the Mandeville Lakers. Great game here to get the day started here on Field 6. You are watching the US Youth Soccer National Championships on Turbo Sports here at the Toyota Soccer Complex in Frisco, Texas. We'll be back shortly with our next game. See you soon.